Bokeh.
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 Hey friends, it's Warren and Mary from Exploretography bringing you another video in the A to Z series.
And in these series, we take photography terminology and we break it down for you in bite-sized nuggets of information. And today's word of the day is bokeh.
From everything that we've found, we see that the pronunciation is bokeh. And that comes from a Japanese language which means blur.
Yeah, and it doesn't mean the blur itself, but it is a quality of the blur in the foreground and background of the image that we talk about when we talk about bokeh.
Yeah, and you'll find bokeh is an aesthetic pleasingly blur that occurs in the background and is smooth and creamy.
Yeah, so a lot of people are gonna ask, how do you achieve a great bokeh? And really, it does come down to lens choice. Lens choice is very important. The faster, more professional lenses, and even the prime lenses, are going to produce the best bokeh. Yeah,
and you'll achieve it with more ease if you use a telephoto lens, somewhere in the 200, a fast 70 to 200 or 200 millimeter, even lower than 2.8 is a lot of what professionals use. It brings your subject forward and it allows the background to go out of focus and give you that bokeh.
Yeah, so as you're saying, the telephoto lens helps bring your subject closer to you. So if you don't have a telephoto lens, the closer you can get to your subject and have that subject pulled away from the backdrop, and then the lower f-stop number, the better your bokeh is going to be. So you're going to use this really. It helps isolate your subject. It helps bring an aesthetic vibe. I don't know how else to say it to your image, but there's definitely a high quality look, especially to portraits, close-ups, images that have that cream of bokeh in the background.
Yeah, and a lot of it achieving this bokeh is what separates somewhat professional. You can tell a professional image when the subject is separated from the background versus someone that's just learning or a hobbyist that's allowing the camera to be in auto mode, and you're getting the depth of field, and it's very distracting around the subject. So
yeah, and so when we've taught classes, we'll have people ask, what lens should I get? As Warren said, the telephotos with low f-stops. We talk about professional lenses. Making the best bokeh. We want to make sure you realize, too, there's other alternatives. So one of the first lenses that we recommend to everybody, maybe starting out, who wants to do portraiture or images with bokeh, is a nifty 50, that 50 millimeter 1.8. You can get that affordably. You can start working on your bokeh today.
Yes, and you'll see a lot of images that are taken with a very expensive, the 200, I think it's a 1.4, 1.8. Very expensive. I think it's like $6,000, but stands out in a crowd. I mean, just jaw-dropping portraits can be taken with that lens, but it's a huge investment. You have to be able to be ready to make that kind of investment if you want that kind of lens. But there is a lot of in between, 70 to 200. Anything with that, the zoom and the lower f-stops will allow you to produce that bokeh.
Yeah. And even if you have a lens that maybe is at 3.5, 5.6, don't think that you can't make this bokeh happen. Again, it's a lot about bringing your subject closer to your camera and your subject away from the background. If your subject's standing against a wall, don't expect that wall to be blurred out because they are on the same focal plane as your subject. So hopefully This was helpful information for you. Yeah.
If you like this, please like, share, and comment below if you have any questions.
Yeah, and if you subscribe to our channel, turn on notifications, you'll be notified the next video we put out.
Awesome. And until next time,
explore,
create, do good. Bye.
See ya.